Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast of stuff. Happy late Merry Christmas for those that celebrate it. For those of you that are in the midst of Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. For those of you that celebrate Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. And
For
whatever.
everyone that doesn't celebrate Christmas, you're a heathen and God hates you.
There's no such thing as a happy Kwanzaa.
It's all being woke.
Oh, it's shit. I said
Oh,
Jesus
it's-
is. Who's offended by that? Tell me. I'm sorry.
Just repentance.
So,
If you're an
How do
atheist,
we-
just, how's it going?
just sitting around a table discussing political and racial issues. And like not khakis, but those long flowing things. No one cares.
All right, so right before we started, we were talking about old bands getting new members or making new albums and stuff. And
I can't listen to that.
you can't listen to old bands making new stuff?
No. I can't listen to replacement singers. It's
Oh, okay.
over.
Master Plan, that album had 3 or 4 good songs.
Three or four?
We went through them.
3 or 4, the not a good album make.
I still listen to them songs.
I was going back and listening to some bands that I haven't listened to in a long time. One of them being Dead by April, just to see if anything changed. I will just say no.
Ooh.
Still pretty much the same. Which I never had a problem with their sound.
It is too samey.
There are some bands that can get away with it, and some that
You
can't.
can't be in an MEP like, look how I masterfully put these tracks together, flowing into the next. When did the first one end?
Still going.
Boy.
I'm working on album 3 right now. You just don't know it. Whatever fucking album it was. But they replace essentially everyone in the band is different. But the one thing that they have going for them is I think their original vocalist or guitarist is still writing music for them, and that's why their sound hasn't changed. Which to me is acceptable for this point that I'm going to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that you just said right before we started. If a band has no original members anymore, should it still be called that band?
No.
I agree.
You need, if the singer leaves, you need everyone else to be the same. If somebody else leaves, it can still be the same.
I disagree. See, to me, it's whatever that band's identity is.
Mm.
For a band like Dream Theater, you really just need John Petrucci, the guitarist. James LaBrie, the singer, he sucks. Fuck him. He could leave. I don't care.
But okay, it's whatever makes the band.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah. Like if you have a amazing guitarist, like freaking Animals as Leaders was made by the guitarist Tosin Abasi, and then you just got a bassist or rhythm guitarist, I don't know what it is, and a drummer to just play along with his insane shit. If for some reason he quit Animals as Leaders and they're like, we'll continue on, it's like, no. He's the band.
At some point, you just gotta be like, okay, we're just something new now.
Yeah. And then the other thing, though, like with the whole Dead by April thing, since like the main music writer, while not performing, is still writing their music, to me, that's fine. You just have, musician A, like, just playing your shit, but you're still writing it. To me, that's fine.
Dragon Ball.
No, I think that goes too far.
Okay. Difference in opinion. I was just curious, just because, like, as I was going back and listening to some of these old bands, like, do you guys...
Okay, how about this, Mike?
Go ahead.
Let's say Linkin Park changes every new member, but the sound stylistically is still the same. It's not Linkin Park.
To me, if I found out that Mike Shinoda was still writing stuff, I would still probably consider them Linkin Park.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
At all. You have a whole new rapper, his style is different. You have a whole new singer, his style is different. The keyboardist is different. The guitarist is different. The drummer, bassist, everybody is different. But because Shinoda writes the music, no, you're a different band. You're a legacy band. Just add legacy at the end of your name. Linkin Park
album,
Legacy.
That last album where Shinoda wasn't even on it, I didn't even consider that Linkin Park.
You see?
That was terrible.
Wait, what was their last album?
It was that song with the they used the Disney stuff for a video.
I thought they made one after that.
No, I think that was the last one. It was 1,000
Oh.
songs.
I know
or something.
you're talking about the pens and paper
Yeah.
video, which is an amazing video. If you're into AMVs, go look that up.
Who? What? Who's into AMVs?
I don't know.
We don't talk about that here.
You just fucking mentioned an MEP like 5 minutes ago.
I don't think that happened.
Right.
I don't think that happened.
We don't talk about those things. So that's Dead by April MEP.
What is an MEP? Exactly.
A multi-editor project.
Nope.
Now let's go into AMV 101. So, but as I was going through this hunt of old music that I used to listen to, do you guys remember Diecast?
I've never heard of them.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, no one else has either, DA, so you're fine. They were
Good.
they had this album called Internal Revolution back in like 07 that was used in a lot of action videos, like some of the songs off that. Like Vegeta used them a bunch. I know I'm pretty sure King David probably used one. I know I used one or two. And
Oh, wait, I think they were the band that did that Hot Fuzz video Joey did.
the What's Left to Say
Nope, it's not.
except
it's a
for
different
your Okay, never mind. But yeah, I just got that album and I'm like, "Oh, they're okay." And then they just essentially were generic metal band, the band, and that's really all they were. There's really nothing to differentiate them. And they've been making an album, I'm air quoting here, for the last decade. And I like looked up their like rough demos of their stuff and I'm like, wow, this singer sounds different. Everything sounds different. And I went into their Wikipedia page and looked. Yeah, all the band members were different. I'm like, okay, this is not the band anymore. They weren't that good anyways, but like I was just curious. So yeah, interesting
Darn, I can't figure out what song they played for that freaking pen and paper video. But the last Linkin Park album was 2015.
I know that one, it was like trying to go back to their heavier stuff back in the day, but it was uber generic.
That's probably it then.
But moving on. So actually, how speaking of Christmas and stuff, how was your guys' Christmas?
Christmas.
Okay then.
Yep. You've been the one, you've been in them all.
Nope.
Basically.
No, like gifts that stood out or anything?
Nope. Everyone's getting what they want.
All right. Well, I texted it to you guys, or at least I texted it to BG.
Yeah, that was nice.
So the surprise gift that my mom got me was she found this website, which I have actually already used now. She gave me the website.
Is it Cafe Press?
No.
Is it Red Bubble or whatever?
It is Spreadshirt.
Okay.
Boy, that's where I get all my custom shirts from.
And she made me a custom 2200 production shirt, which I was not expecting at all, and it was really, really awesome. And I am showing it on the stream now. Should be up there
Yeah, that was nice.
a few little things. And I'm going to be using them in the future. And currently, I got some Let's Brew shirts already made for Connor's farewell. And then I want to make 2200 shirts or Podcast of Stuff shirts for... I don't think I'll have the money to do it by the time January rolls around, but definitely for like Youmacon, I want to get shirts made. For
That
sure.
would be nice.
Yeah, and it's like, what was it 2 shirts I had made, $50?
Yeah, it's super cheap.
Yeah, like it's incredibly affordable. I was
So long as you don't get 80,000. If you get one image, it's a certain amount, and then if you get letters and numbers and things like that, it's a certain amount.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super good, and their quality is good. The timing is good
Mhm.
for shipping and
I
stuff.
think it was like 1 to 2 days. It said.
Yeah, I
And,
really like that company.
Yeah, I got.
Hey us.
Give me a couple free shirts.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I need some JoJo stuff.
Yeah, I just got, the Let's Brew logo on the front, and then on the back, like near the collar, I got the 2200 Productions logo. And yeah, it was like $50. So yeah, if you need a shirt made, Go check them out. Not being paid for this. I would like to be,
But pay us.
yeah, but we're not. So yeah. So that was cool. And then just a bunch of other things that I asked for in that. I don't think I got anything prudent to our stuff.
There wasn't much. It was what you would expect.
So I have a complaint.
With who and or what?
YouTube. So
Okay.
YouTube, you were going good. You made updates. I was like, okay, this is good. This is not bad. This is good. So how we usually do the podcast is, we do the stream, yada yada, what have you. I will forget about the recorded episodes for about a week. Normally, ideally, I would, before we start streaming this episode, I would trim the dead air and other shit before I, say the hello everyone, welcome back to the podcast and stuff, and then post it that way. For videos over an hour long, you can no longer edit them on YouTube.
What?
Yes.
That's convenient.
Yeah. I fucking went to, the last couple episodes.
Aren't those the ones you want to edit?
I would think so. So I went to go edit the last couple episodes, and the thing wasn't there. I was like, okay. And then I found you could just get to the YouTube editor via different means, and only 2 episodes were showing up. I was like, what the fuck? Why isn't anything else showing up? And then I did some Googling, and then looked at those 2 episodes, and they're the only 2 episodes that we have that are under an hour long. So, need to get me an intro and do starting this.
Oh, I have been making a lot of music recently, so I've got time for that.
Good. Make one.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted to do it with an old-timey piano or some child ukulele guitar, something silly.
Tell you what, if you can make both, then we'll decide.
Yeah.
Or we'll play both during an episode and be like, all right, which one? And just, us and versus we'll pick.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be fun.
Or have it ready by OhioCon and we could just do it there.
I'll do a few of them.
Oh no,
One serious, a couple silly,
yeah. Versus the episodes do not get deleted. I just cannot edit them anymore. Sadly, they are still there. But yeah. So fuck you, YouTube. You're going strong for a while, and now you're fucking unsubscribing people.
You just weren't messing up for a while.
You're
For us.
yeah. You're unsubscribing people
you.
from channels left and right.
Yeah.
Just all that. Yeah, people are really complaining about that. They're fucking over creators left and right.
Yeah.
I forget.
They have a new algorithm.
Yeah, there's a site that one of my the guys that I follow is going on now. It's like a new video sharing site. Who knows if it'll go
won't.
anywhere.
It won't.
But
Name me 4 video sharing sites right now.
Dailymotion, Vimeo, YouTube.
and I will get to that 4th one in 5 5 minutes. Hold on.
VidMe.
That's it. That's actually
Oh
it.
yeah.
VidMe.
I was talking about besides YouTube, but I'll count the YouTube. It took you really long.
YouPorn.
I was thinking about the last.
Got it. Pornhub, YouPorn, RedTube. I know so many.
Yeah. All right, everybody. See y'all later. Mike, we can't make it to OhioCon.
Tune in next week. We will be live streaming from Pornhub.
Who is we? I.
Oh man.
You and Lefty.
Oh, okay. So yeah, dealing with that shit. What else has happened that we could talk about briefly? 2016 going down the list and just taking out as many people as it can. Freaking.
It's like they're trying at the very end to be like, holy, we still got so much work to do. They are essentially pushing the trash under the bed of deaths. Just like let's just get this done with. Let's go.
So,
Let's go.
like, obviously Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, also
Mhm.
been in a lot of other movies.
No, she was Princess Leia. Keep going.
Blues Brothers, man. She's in Blues Brothers.
She was Princess Leia.
But
Who is Liu Kang? He is Liu Kang.
He was in
Per-
he was in Double Dragon.
You
or something-
think he was
something
in?
like
but yeah, Princess
You
Leia,
porn?
proponent of mental health, overall very charming personality, passes away. Today, her mom passed away.
that? Which is
One
ridiculous.
day after her daughter,
Which is ridiculous.
Debbie Reynolds, at 82. And it's just like a broken heart. Like, that to me is just like, it hit her so hard that it just broke her heart.
Yeah.
Freaking nuts. And like, we went up, what was it, in like June we went through that list of all those
It might have
people?
been a little No, it was about
It's
that.
like June or July. That's
Yeah.
when we were going through the list of like all the people that passed away, and like that has like grown pretty
it might have doubled.
solidly. I'm not sure if it doubled, but I know at
No,
least it was.
it might have doubled.
It was.
And that
it's-
scythe is just ever hanging over Stan Lee's neck.
Oh, today's his birthday.
Yeah.
Ooh. Guess what tomorrow is?
Shut up.
They'll CG his in appearances for the rest of the year.
He recorded like 12 of them because they know his time is coming.
The man can't even read the scripts anymore. He can't see really. He can't read. He's so heartbroken about that he can't read comics anymore because he can't see. So they just got to kind of tell him what his roles is gonna be.
I think the two people are most concerned about are Stan Lee and Betty White. It's like the things that I've seen online.
Now I'm thinking of wrestlers, so we haven't had a big one in a while.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
Hogan.
He's not a wrestler. He's just a multi-quadrillionaire because he won that lawsuit.
They're thinking about bringing him back.
Yeah, because he won that lawsuit.
Hey, you cool, Hogan? Come on back.
Yes, I saw a little meme thing with all the deaths where it showed a news article, the top of a news article that said, legendary Studio Ghibli director Hayao Miyazaki, and like it shows a guy going like, it's like is coming out of retirement to direct in 3D. That's what it's like.
Yeah, somebody did that with the Stan Lee. It started at the top with breaking news, and it was just Stan Lee's picture. And it's like he keeps on ticking. Happy birthday.
But yeah, like, and they finished wrapping up on Star Wars Episode 8, and fucking, that'll be your last movie, Princess Leia. I'm curious just because you guys have no intention of seeing Rogue One, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Factual.
Bruh, I haven't seen the original trilogy.
Hey, I don't know. You could have the sudden urge. No fucking clue.
Yeah, right when I watched Lord of the Rings.
That's when I asked to be sure. That's also a sin. But anyways, they CG'd,
I got my Harry Potters.
they CG'd some characters
You
into
haven't
Rogue
seen the
One.
new Harry Potter.
Was that like a jab at it?
No, he was jabbing me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He said he had his Harry Potter, and I said he hasn't seen the new one.
What's it called?
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find
Oh,
It.
is that Harry Potter in the
Harry
name?
Potter presents
I don't
a
think
Harry
that's-
Potter adventure. Fantastic Beasts and Voldemort's coming. Don't worry.
But not really though.
So, guys, Versus said he would pay so much money if we streamed on YouPorn, so I'm thinking this is a financial investment. How much, Versus? You gotta give me numbers before I start seriously considering this.
Hey, there are all those fantastic clickbaits of like, two boobs get smacked or something, and it's just Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Just fantastic.
But yeah, they CG'd in characters for Rogue One, so I could imagine that if for some reason Leia isn't killed off in Episode 8, then she will be CG'd and then killed off in the next movie.
Mm-hmm. They do good things with CG for the most part.
I will say, for Rogue One, I'm not sure if I mentioned this last week, where I said they're in those CG characters in 3D.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, have a very uncanny valley to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so R.I.P. Carrie Fisher, and everyone else that passed away: Alan Rickman, Prince, Ali, so many people. It's just
I say, next year it's either gonna be no one or it's just gonna be 2 times as worse.
I gotta say, the greatest singer, songwriter, actor, rapper, magician, showman in history has to come out of this year. Has to be born this year. And just take the entertainment world by storm. Otherwise, this year will just go down as entertainment blight.
Yeah.
It has to be just one person that's just like changing everything.
The first Asian female president
Yeah.
born this year. It's just like, it wasn't all bad.
Otherwise, y'all got nothing.
So yeah, I'm curious how this year stacks up to other years for like famous celebrity deaths.
It has to be one of the biggest.
I would
if not
assume.
the biggest.
I would assume, but like, I would like to see some concrete numbers. I'll probably Google that after the podcast.
I'll say notable celebrity deaths.
yes.
This is probably the biggest.
Like, I feel like there's been years where bigger ones have passed on, but like not in this.
No, the volume's stupid.
Volume, yeah. But yes, so I went.
What are you talking about, wrestler? We had a freaking wrestler in China.
What?
I said a while. That had been a while.
It was like May.
A while.
Okay, let's
Nico
go.
users rank JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamonds Unbreakable as most interesting anime in 2016. Because of course they do. Because they're not all dumb. I'll say this. I after I finished up Danganronpa. After I finished up Danganronpa, I went to that the poll thing that you went to, and I said, if this character is not in top 10, I'm done with this fandom.
What character was it?
Did you see the collage that I had with the silver hair girl and the pink hair girl? The silver hair girl.
Was she?
She is amazing. Yes, she was.
What number
and
was
they
she?
finally recognized. I think she was 5 or 6.
Okay.
I'm like, that's fine. She's there because she deserves it.
So you take everything else fine too with
Oh,
Tero
no,
being
no,
the
no.
second worst.
They're idiots. They're dumb people, and I'm sick of them. But they're not completely stupid, like the super fans. They have some things going for them, and I accept that. Super was terrible this week, by the way, but I accept
Rational super fans are irrational. Like, it's a ridiculous fandom.
So Versus has offered $100,000 and 50 cents if we stream on YouTube.
Will he sing in the club?
Hey, Versus, answer for that. But so I went and saw the Assassin's Creed movie yesterday. Not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Okay.
User entered your channel. What?
I was expecting Prince of Persia.
Mm-hmm.
It was better than Prince of Persia.
How could it not be?
There were things that I was obviously like, this is stupid. That was stupid. This is stupid. But overall, plot was straightforward, very consistent. To me, it, for the most part, interjected the things in the game pretty fluidly. There's only like one thing that was really...
then combat sucked.
Yeah, I would say the first pass scene was like shot very bad. But the rest of it wasn't that terrible at all. It was typical action movie stuff. That's how I kind of view this. Is like it was a popcorn action flick, which places it better than just about every video game movie in existence.
Nope.
I swear if you say Mortal Kombat.
Okay, first off, Mortal Kombat is the greatest video game movie in history.
Okay, second off, low bar.
Mm-hmm.
third off, maybe not.
How not?
I gotta think about that because
Please think.
Mortal Kombat is not good.
It was a really good movie.
It's not
for what it was.
How
I don't
long?
hear for what it was. I don't want to hear for the time. I don't want to hear if you squint your eyes and cover your ears for this part. No.
You could do those same arguments for like fucking Super Mario Bros. And that movie is goddamn atrocious. I love it, but that movie is terrible.
No. Mortal Kombat is legitimately a competent action movie. Legitimately.
Yeah,
I
by
would-
introducing that character, Rich or whatever his name was, only to kill him off, and all the characters be like, "Oh no, Greg, our friend is dead. Who was our friend? Greg, him. Remember him? I swear vengeance on you, Goro."
I mean, forced melodrama is it happens.
So yeah, the one thing that was like in your face for Assassin's Creed was when while he's in the Animus. First of all, the Animus is stupid. I think everybody from the trailers knew that going in. When he finally does the leap of faith, it's when he finally realizes that he is an assassin. Blah 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 blah.
Skip
But,
all Pokemon.
He breaks like the claw part of the Animus by doing it. Like he lands on the ground in the present day, and then the scientist just goes, "Leap of faith," and I'm like, okay,
No, he didn't.
that was very
Dinner.
I'm like, that was unnecessary. But like there are other things that like were explained as part of the plot and that. And actually, there's a funny moment. Just like I went and saw it with my buddy Andy, who is way more into Assassin's Creed than me. And after he's the Fassbender, I don't remember his actual character's name, went to the Animus once or twice. He starts seeing visions.
Connor.
He starts seeing visions of his past life, and that happens in the game.
Was it half of one?
Huh?
Nothing. Keep going.
On fire.
Just
Anyway,
Amaroos.
so he's like seeing these visions of his past life, and Andy leads over to me. He's like, "Oh, hey, it's the bleeding effect." And literally, the scientist woman, she's like, "They call it the bleeding effect." It was like, "Wow, that was great timing, Andy." It's like immediate, but overall, the plot was fine, made sense.
I'm just waiting for 6 months.
To me, wasn't heavy-handed on most of the game stuff. The Animus was stupid. The whole leap of faith thing was stupid. But the rest of it was fine. I went in expecting to hate it, and I came out liking it. So,
Yeah, would you be surprised if I gave Justice League a 4?
Yes, because I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Okay.
And I know I said this about Man of Steel.
Hey, you
But-
said the opposite about Guardians of the Galaxy.
But boring and bad are two totally different things. I believe this is going to be bad, but it won't be boring.
Entertainingly so.
Yes.
yeah, I gave this like a 5 or a 6. Assassin's Creed,
Ugh.
Pretty
You mean
much.
like Suicide Squad?
pretty
What
middle
more
of the
can you hope
road.
for? I didn't go into Suicide Squad with anything.
No, I'm saying bad but
Oh,
entertaining.
I'm about to say, don't you put pin Suicide Squad on me.
No, I knew that movie was gonna be bad. Okay, you were waiting on him for something? What's up?
Oh, DOA wasn't bad.
Holy! Stop! You did not just say that bush.
That's the angriest I think I've ever heard people.
Tekken, you said yourself wasn't bad.
Tekken was really good fight wise. Plot wise, it's just like that.
Oh, MK?
MK was a streamlined plot. It was a better plot than
But the fights are better in Tekken.
yes, absolutely.
And King of Fighters. King of Fighters was good.
The effects were horrendous in that movie.
Doesn't matter. We got an Are You Okay?
Have you?
That was really good.
Have you?
38%, bruh.
Look up Mortal Kombat. It's gonna have like 43.
Have you seen the
Oh!
honest trailer for the Mortal Kombat movies?
No.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, you're right. It's real low.
What are you talking about?
No, it's 58. Rotten Tomatoes is worse, but the Metacritic is better.
Okay.
But
What does that mean?
Sure.
in the in the
Oh, that's Annihilation. Annihilation with piss water.
Boy.
recast everyone,
Yeah.
and then
And Mortal
like-
Kombat they were ad-libbing. They were doing a lot of good stuff.
Windows 98 fucking lizard effects.
Reptile.
Yeah.
Terrible. There's a screensaver.
They're like running in the fucking maze from Windows 98. It never ends.
Type into these infinitely looping pipes. Oh no!
So actually, I get reminded of, like, something just completely stupid from like old computer things. That when you powered off your computer, once it got through the powering off cycle, you still had to physically shut off your
Yes.
computer.
Now it's okay to turn it off?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Primitive.
I was like, whoa, shit, I don't remember.
Computer boy, we come a long way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like think about it, like
You
people,
just walk away, and it's just like, no, we're not done here.
yeah, slightly
Hold
like,
on.
I'd say maybe a little bit under us, and then like from that age cutoff and below, will not know the sound of dial-up internet,
Yeah.
and that's crazy.
I'm saying right now, we went through a complete renaissance of technology.
Oh yeah.
We went through dark ages, some of the brightest times in technological history. Like, we have lived through I remember recording music on tapes off the radio.
Oh boy, I'm like, oh, I hope they play this song. Just sitting there with my finger on the record
Yeah.
button.
And now we have fucking computers in our pockets.
Like,
And that's why I was talking to Peter a few weeks back, and he's like, "Aren't you worried about this, and this?" I'm like, "No, not really, because if you look at 10 years ago, even, you know, the phone that you got in your hand, it's way more powerful than the top of the line computer that was there." And I'm like, imagine 30, 40 years from now, we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna live forever.
I'm going back right now and listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast, like from the beginning. And they
Mhm.
started in 2008, 2009. They're talking about the iPhone 3G. And they're like, oh man, we're getting a new update soon. I was like, oh, what's an update? Oh, we can cut and paste. It's like, what? You couldn't do that?
Goodness.
It's like,
dude, I
whoa.
remember walking around with Walkman with batteries, buying batteries from Walgreens.
Walking with CD players, walking lightly so the CD doesn't skip.
Oh. You gotta have to put it in your pocket just right so you can walk in a good pace and not.
And here I am, on my, pocket computer right now. And from here, I can control my smart thermostat and change the temperature of my house from anywhere in the world, anywhere,
10, 20 years, we're gonna be
Back
straight.
in my day, I had to walk to my thermostat, and we had buttons, not touchscreens.
Yeah, we lived through some dark stuff.
I
boy.
know. Fucking
The phones we had back then
Yeah.
were horrible.
back in my day, phones flipped.
Do you know?
What?
Do you know how I got my ringtones back then? Just recording them. Then people didn't know how to do this. I was teaching people in school how to do this. You record it, you save it, and then you can access your ringtones, and all you had to do was point it to where the recording was.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, I was hooking it up.
Yeah, I was the bad child who went online and downloaded a thing, and then my dad called me 15 minutes later asking why there was a $50 charge to the phone plan.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's like, bullshit. I can see what you're doing.
Boy,
That wasn't me.
oh, I could just
Shut your stupid
Picture-
12-year-old ass up. And
I could just picture little Mikey, the horrible liar.
Sweating bullets.
You would be correct.
Armpits just soaked. It's kind of hot in here today, isn't it? It's 30. Oh, oof. Sure are doing your work today, Mr. Sun.
Mr.
You're sweating a lot there, man. I just hopped out the shower.
You guys muted.
Ask her. All right. No, don't ask her. You don't trust me, Dad. That's the problem.
Were you guys good liars growing up?
No.
I have my moments.
Oh yeah, I've had very competent lying moments. You've got to lie to the point where you're accepting blame, but you're not telling the whole thing. That's what I learned growing up.
I remember one time the next 3 lies I'm gonna tell are just gonna be so horrendous. There's just no way they're gonna believe me. And then the 4th one is gonna be an okay lie, and then they'll believe that. And it worked.
How old were you?
Because if you're like, did you do this? And you tell a lie that's just so like,
no, I was outside. I was like, no, you weren't.
okay.
Oh, I wasn't, was I?
And then you tell 3, and then it's just like, okay, I was. And then that's the 4th lie, and you sound, contrite there.
It's like, I guess that makes a little bit of sense. Like, yeah,
But
makes sense. So that's what happened.
How old were you?
I think I was like 8 or 9.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, we got our lying
Fucking
kicks early.
schemes.
Man, you
At
gotta
that
figure
age.
out ways around them whoopings. What you mean? You gotta do everything in the arsenal. You gotta be pulling from the back of your mind like that. If you clean the tub, why isn't the towel wet? I used a sponge. Done. I didn't clean the tub.
I just didn't do it. Oh, why is it still dirty? I just didn't do as good a job as I could have. I'm lazy.
I guess I didn't do that good of a job. I'll do it again though. That time I actually do it. If they didn't say that, I got away with it. If they did, I'll just do it now. Boom, boom, boom.
You want to know how bad of a liar I was when I was a kid at some points? There used to be times, I'm a very picky eater. I don't like a lot of things.
Are you talking about the beans?
Corns, all sorts of things. And so our parents would just be looking at us like, you guys got to eat your food. And they turn their head. I'd grab a handful of it, just shove it in my pocket.
And he would be wearing clothes, or we'd be swapping clothes because we were around the same size there. And I put my hands in my pocket, and it'd just be all these dried up beans.
And they'd be washing our clothes, and it'd just be full of corn and beans. And be like, "Babe, did you do?" Oh, that wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. You told me not to do that anymore.
One time it was such a power struggle. They had gone and got pizza. And they
Pizza
said,
Hut. It was Pizza Hut. Stuffed crust pizza. Red beans and rice.
you have to eat your red beans and rice if you want some pizza. Because they wanted us to fill up on the rice and the beans before we got to the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So, I almost said bean. DA sat there. And it was like 2 hours. They said, don't move until you eat that food. And they were
watching me. And they were like, it was the mom and the dad. And if the mom had to do something, the dad would just look right at me. They always had at least one eye on me.
And I kept coming back to the kitchen and he's just sitting there looking. Just not eating.
I hate beans to death. And I'm just looking at it like, I take a spoonful.
And I'm
sure
trying to give him words of encouragement. Just like, hurry up and eat it. Just don't taste it. Hurry up.
Try it.
there's some irony then in your family nickname then.
Oh,
Yes, there is. There truly is.
Boy, that incident was hilarious. I remember being at grandma's. We had beans or something one day, and you put them under the placemats.
Yep.
And they dry up. Boy, I remember so much of this. Oh, good time. Good time. Oh, this is how bad of a boy. I had gotten in trouble for something. And Bruce was going to work, or so I thought. So I was on punishment. I couldn't leave the house.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm playing outside. And Bruce pulls up. I bolt to my room, hide under the bed, and I'm just like,
Maybe he didn't see me.
yeah, I'm just like,
Change your clothes. That guy was wearing blue. It's red.
Poke, you here? Yeah, I'm under the bed, not doing anything.
Punishment.
Yeah, I'm on punishment. I can't leave the house. Well, I was gonna let you go outside to get some air, but you were just out there. No, I wasn't. Say that? Yes, you were, folks. Okay.
I'm trying to think of times where like I fucked up lying so bad. I can only think of it was just like an unfortunate set of circumstances where I did get away with a lie.
How?
So I was in middle school, so I'd be somewhere between 10 and 13, somewhere around there, 11 and 13. And went up to, I used to live right near where my old elementary school was. Went up there to meet one of my buddies to trade some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you know, back in the day as the cool kids did. But my mom wasn't home and I wasn't allowed to go riding my scooter or essentially be out and about while my mom was not home. So I was thinking, okay, just go to Kidder, trade the card, and go back home. And then my buddy's like, hey, you want to come back to my house and play a few matches? And I was like, oh, okay, sure. I'm like, yeah, mom's usually a couple hours. She won't be back.
They always have their routine.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
you know the routine, and then that's just that one day where it's just broken.
Yep. So I went to his house, which was farther than I had ever ridden before.
Ooh.
It's not terribly far from my childhood home, but like it was still farther than I'd ever.
It's far enough for your parents.
Yeah. And where my distance would be like just up and down the fucking street is like where I could ride my scooter. And went there, played like a game or two Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm like, okay, I want to get home early enough so my mom doesn't know I'm out and about. I'm like, okay, so I'm riding up the street, and as I'm approaching my street, I see my mom's car coming at me about to turn left onto the street. So I just like immediately like turn into a driveway. I'm like, this is my house. She didn't see me. She thought it was some other. If she saw a kid, it was someone else's kid. And then she got home. So that
I live here.
This is my home. This is my domicile.
I would have laughed if like there was like a parent. It's like, kid, what the fuck you doing?
Just be
Shut
cool.
up! Shut up!
Be cool. Be cool for like 5 seconds, okay? Hello, parent figure.
Daddy! Just go up and hug him. But like, I like go home and then obviously I'm not home, so she knows I went riding around. And I just told her I went up to the elementary school. I think I got like just grounded for like a few days or so, just because I was generally a good kid in that regard. But
Ooh.
yeah, I was just like, just literally the most
Quick
perfect,
thinking.
the most perfect of moments of me going up the street and just her car's fucking right there. I'm like, God damn it!
Of course.
I just remembering me just like going up like, this is my driveway.
You hop off the scooter, just like going to the side door like you're about to go in.
Oh, this be right here. This house coming up.
Yeah.
Just hop off this scooter.
Oh man, the only other things I can think of are like maybe stuff from like family vacations with my dad, but nothing's coming to mind that was just like such an egregious lie that like my parents were like, no. They probably have stories that I could get from them that maybe when I was like really young.
Or something that you thought you got away with, and they were just like, we're not even going to bother.
Yeah.
That would be
And you're just
interesting.
pumping your fist like, yes.
One day having all the parents just tell stories about us on our podcast.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Yeah, my dad has more than enough ammo on me. I've told a few, but he could probably whip up some more.
I mean, I'm sure all kids thought they got away with a lot
Oh
of stuff.
yeah, for sure.
And it's just like, what did this mother, like, does he think I'm stupid?
Yes.
I told somebody the other day, half of a kid's job is outsmarting their parents.
Yeah.
That's half of it. You trying to go out with friends and outsmarting them like, I don't know what you was talking about.
Just in your mind, just like, ha ha!
Yep.
A
Got
vast-
away with it.
Avast ye, adult! I win the day! It's like
fireworks fight.
Oh yeah. We got in big trouble for that one.
Yeah, that was a big whooping. No Spartan there.
You did outsmart, or you tried to.
Tried.
You put a cushion in your pants.
Tried.
How did
I'm
you
gonna
think
get
that
you
was,
this time.
How did you think that was gonna
It's your
work?
butt like 8 times the size. I have been eating beans.
What was the end game? How did you think she's not gonna notice a cushion in my butt?
To be fair, I don't think it was a cushion. I think it was a pillow or something. It wasn't a freaking couch cushion.
Still, bro.
You square. All right, I'm ready for more.
Just waddling up.
Now you gotta hit between here and here.
Everything's in order here. All right. Whooping proceeding. No.
Okay, so I have a few other little things that I want to get through.
Mm.
So, I was actually curious, BG, on your take of they had a Supergirl combo walkthrough, a brief one.
Oh, the new
For
MK
Injustice.
thing. I mean, not MK, Injustice thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she seems.
My thoughts on.
She seems a little more versatile than Superman.
Oh, definitely. She's supposed to be, like they said, she's more of a quick striker and such, whereas Supes is a brawler, hard hitting. So I would assume her damage output isn't that great because she has a lot of tools right now.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also just don't know what everybody else has, so
Yeah.
it's hard to judge how she's gonna be.
Okay.
But I'm going to play her. I'm not gonna main her potentially, but I am definitely gonna play her. I need 3 characters to main because every game I step it up. For MK, it was 1 main. For Injustice 1, it was a main and a side. For MKX, it was 2 mains, so I need 2 mains and a side for this one. And the 2 mains are already picked, so I need a side.
Superman, Supergirl, or Superman
No.
and Captain Cold.
Yeah,
Ugh.
bruh, Captain in Cold. You know, if I add the, it really accentuates
Yes,
how great he is.
Yes. I now know. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No problem. It's what I'm here for.
Yeah, you live to serve.
Yeah, I'm black, so of course I do.
Oh. Oh man.
People need to stop with the racism stuff. Like, I don't care. Yeah,
What
they
did
don't.
I thought I saw something on that recently where it was just like, I feel like if you're very open and like if you say it very blatantly in a public forum in a obviously joking manner, then it's, you know, that stuff is usually fine. But if it was different where it was just like, you know, and off the air, but seriously, fuck the blacks, right guys? Right guys? Like,
I still laugh. That'd be hilarious. Just some like white black activists that's just like, man, f- these coons.
Jeez.
You see, you laughed. That's really funny.
As like, but if I was dead serious about it in like a very private setting, directly at you guys, and just like, no, seriously, I hate your race with an utter passion. Not cool. How I'm saying it right now in a very joking manner. That's what makes
I'd
it funny.
laugh. I'm like, we still cool, right? I mean, I'm clearly not like them.
Okay, I hate most of your race, but you two are cool. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, I
Yes.
totally agree. I hate them too.
Freedom of speech. Have at it.
Uh,
The way I look at it is, as long as you aren't inciting violence with your racism, I don't care.
I think it's like inciting violence or just in general just being derogatory and like being intentionally demeaning.
I mean,
The intent.
people are demeaning to people in the service industry. Like, There are just douchebags out there.
Oh,
You just happen to be a racist douchebag in this instance, but you're just a douchebag.
oh, now I remember. I saw some political article where some guy is getting flack because he wrote racist emails about Obama. He's like, "Oh, it's only supposed to be for my friends." It's like, well, and then I saw a funny Twitter post. It's like, this just in: racist person is still racist even if he sends racist email to just friends. That's just
Still not cool.
But moving on, I want to get to last week's chapter of One Piece because I wanted to talk about it on the podcast. DA fucking called it.
Yes, he did.
With fucking pudding.
As I JoJo pose.
Yeah, he was.
Spoilers.
As soon as I was like, "Did you read One Piece?" He was like, "Yep," and I called it. But then he may not have called it. Ooh.
Well, yeah,
I gave him the whole.
Yeah.
Where's my iPod so I can show you this?
Have you wrote down like the path that it could take?
Yes.
Oh, geez. I was just getting our fucking thread. You've actually wrote more down?
Oh no. Yeah, this was just the mic.
Oh, okay, so I have it here. Maybe ... not.
You got a booger in your nose. It's pissing me off. It's on your left.
On
Hey.
your left.
She did say that she was a good actress. She could be trying to cause a situation where Sanji is not responsible for the wedding being called off by causing a war with Mom versus the Vinsmokes. She saves Sanji, his hands, Zeph, and in the resulting chaos, the Straw Hats could escape. Last chapter, Reiji with the bloody leg is walking away. I think Oda was playing with time a bit there, and this was in the future.
We discussed that one.
The rain is an indication she could be going to warn the Vinsmokes. Just a theory, but now, hells yeah, I was right. But yeah, the subtleties that this man picks up on.
Crazy stuff that Oda's doing here.
Yeah, gotta love the guy.
The way that he drew her is just evil. That's the only thing where I'm just like, that's kind of a little bit too far, Oda. Cause she's just all in shadows and just sadistic swallow. Like, maybe not. I don't know. I honestly do not know. That could be a load of garbage, or it could be absolutely correct.
What do you want it to be?
It's a 50-50. I want Pudding to be good. I want her to be good. Because I like her character.
Then she's not gonna be good.
Because of course not. Why would she?
Everybody you love dies. Point blank period.
JoJo.
Danganronpa. Boy, he is having a love-hate relationship with Danganronpa right now.
Boy, it's more hate than love.
But the love is just so great.
Yeah, but again, I stopped Danganronpa 1 right after Celestia Trial. I never saw the end game stuff, and I'm going back and playing it, and I'm just like, wow, I don't care. I don't like any of those characters.
Anybody left? Nope.
To just go, yeah. The closest one is Asahina, and she's just like, yeah. But there's no, yeah.
She's just more like a, yeah, let's do it, guys. And yeah. It's hilarious.
But with One Piece, I don't know where this is going. Brook is face to face with Big Mom.
Yeah, that's ugly. I fear for him greatly because she has taken an instant interest in him. Like, what an interesting. Bye, Brook.
He's locked up, and I don't see any way of him getting. I was looking around the cell to see if there was
cutting off his hands.
I was looking around the cell to see if there was any mirrors there so that Chopper could pop out of. I didn't see any, but
I'm telling you, Sanji's gonna go down there with a plate and some keys. Plate and some keys.
Anything can happen. I don't know what's going on, but I want things to go my way.
And last but not least, of course, Super. So I had a discussion recently with a friend of mine He was actually, which I need to get back on the stream bandwagon, but who's been enjoying our streams, which was a nice.
We're actually not bad. We could be pretty funny at times.
Yeah, at times. An iota of entertainment can be.
We're highly listenable too, which is in this world an amazing
Boy,
feat.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of podcasts are bad, boring, or bad and boring.
You can't be monotonous. That's
Yeah.
all I ask for.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing this, it's clearly because you're enough of a fan or a person that doesn't like this to do this about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be like, yeah, so One Piece, I don't know what's gonna happen to Luffy. Like, you can't be like that.
That was a pretty good chapter, right, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I didn't
Yeah.
like it quite as much as last week's, but
Yeah.
this
I-
isn't a tea club.
I could show you guys some stuff.
Could you show us the world of shit?
Yes,
Like, I don't have time for this.
but you were saying
About
Mike.
Oh, so he had said something. We were just talking anime or whatever, and I said something about Super, and I'm like, it's bad. And he's like, oh, I've heard nothing but good. And I was like, let me take you on a little adventure. I'm trying to find my messages through this whole goddamn thread.
Yeah, while you're you can look that up while we talk. So like I don't understand how people can say nothing but good about this. Overall, the series has been, even if you're a fan, mediocre. At
Absolute best.
at best, it's a very mediocre continuation of Dragon Ball.
2 retellings poorly done.
Mm-hmm.
A bad tournament arc.
Yes.
A really bad filler that 100% of the people go, that was a really bad filler. An overstuffed time traveling arc.
Which it was just a lot of back and forth and like, what are we gonna do? But you fought the same dude like 6 times. Like the first time it makes sense. The time ring is ending. The fight has to end. No problem. They go in the future. We got our butt kicked. We're back in the past. They go to the future. We got our butts kicked. We're back in the past. Then they go to the future again and it's over.
Universe destroyed.
And it's just like, yeah, we ain't got time for this. Spirit Sword.
Yeah, I found it, because
Okay.
I saw he was a Geass fan, and I asked if he was excited about the new season of Geass, and I'm like, I will say this about Geass: as long as it does not go the route of Super, then it should be fine. And he's like, I haven't watched it, and I'm like, it's not good. I only heard good about it, like immediately after.
Just cut out. Oh, that was our internet just
it's like-
blinked out for a second.
It's like, really? You're the first person I've heard to say that. I was like, retconning of many old and established things in the series.
Terrible.
Characters getting insanely strong power boosts for no apparent reasons. Copycat and one-note villains, or just
Oh, yeah.
reusing
Oh yeah,
old
Mike.
villains.
Have you heard the name of that form now?
No.
Trunks form.
Oh, wait till you hear it. It is Super Saiyan Rage.
Oh.
That is
That's
Super
all.
Saiyans.
That's all. Just
Saiyans
Super
get their
Saiyan
power
Rage.
from rage.
No, it's Super Saiyan plus Rage, which is what Gohan's thing was. What? Who said that? Gohan. Who's that? Okay.
But
Yeah, continue.
I was gonna
and
say,
then I'll.
yeah, copycat and one-note villains, or just reusing old villains, a la Frieza and Ginyu. And then he goes, makes sense. One thing I wish GT, even though no one likes it and I haven't watched it, and Super did, was take the focus off of Goku and Vegeta. I put that too. Everyone besides them and the gods are just fodder. I'm like, they can
Complete.
take out grunts as soon as they can take out grunts, but as soon as someone slightly imposing comes along, it needs to be one of them, and by one of them I mean Goku. Because it's always Goku who gets the finishing blow, save for this last arc. Oh yeah. Because I didn't want to give spoilers in case he wanted to watch them. Like, there's a character in particular in the last arc who is like the definition of Mary Sue when he wasn't in his last introduction. Learns moves it took other characters months or years to learn in 5 minutes, or he just learns out of thin air.
Out of thin air. Yeah, I'm just gonna gather energy now
And yeah, just
because that's what I do.
The upcoming Universal Tournament arc.
sorry, controller fell.
They showed all the participants in it 17, 18, Krillin, Roshi, Piccolo.
Did anybody see my comment about the picture?
No, what'd you
No.
say?
Why does it look like 18 is looking at a like she's looking at Krillin like it's her son playing dress up going to his martial arts like thing. It's just like, oh, that's sweet boy.
That's sad. But my point is, these are the fighters for Universe 7. Are you telling me that there's no one in the entire universe that could take Roshi's place who has a power level under 1,000? If everyone else in the world dies and Raditz comes back, he can't beat Raditz. Are you telling me this is all that you have?
For the entire
For
universe.
the entire universe. This one planet. They can't just go, Beerus, Whis can't go, we'll find someone else. This man is on his last legs. We'll go get Stan Lee.
Yes,
I have a big problem with that.
but he's just there for comedy.
But why TN?
He's a straight character. That's the joke.
Oh man, this is gonna be real.
This
bad.
is going to blow. Not blow, blow.
It's already just why? Why not Goten and Trunks?
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, I'm sure the parents were, oh no, the children.
There's a universal age limit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. But then everybody would count differently. So is there a universal, like, because that's what Men in Black did.
Fart. That's the response.
Now go sign up.
So,
And then Gohan's wearing a gi like he gonna do some shit. Get out my face.
so this
Your time is past.
this last episode though, with Mr. Hit, invisible ki blasts.
What?
I mean, yeah.
Why?
I will say, at least he's actually shown things that are slightly different than I'm just going to use this ki blast, but I put my hands diagonally and straight.
Sure, but anyone can do that at any time. They're just being like, "Oh, Hit's a mystery. He's an enigma. Ooh, watch out for Hit."
But like that, and the
any-
whole time distortion shit is different than anything else in Dragon Ball. That's my only plus about Hit, is that he actually has some different abilities that we haven't seen in the show. But that's really about it. The rest of it was Goku just yelled enough to break his little space-time dimension, and then Kamehameha to victory.
This is like, are we gonna continue fighting? No, I already killed you, so my job is done. Goodbye. Goodbye forever, Hit. Or is it forever? Yes.
He's not gonna join the Universal arc.
Universal Arc is also dumb by way of universes that lose instantly get annihilated. And this is Goku's fault.
So wait, why couldn't they get some villains?
Huh? What do you
Some
mean?
bad people
What do you mean?
for their team.
No. We are good people.
The other universes don't seem to abide by that rule.
It's,
At least Universe 7.
I'm sure there's some warrior Namekians.
Yeah, all those Namekians, they gotta be better than Roshi. They just have to be.
Well, would we say generic Frieza Soldier B is stronger than Raditz?
Yeah, all of his soldiers right now are stronger than Raditz.
All
Because
of-
they were fighting against the Z Warriors, and even though they weren't winning, they were doing a little something.
That's what I mean. So, like, Roshi is at least as strong as them, right? I would think.
Maybe.
He was fighting a good chunk of them during Resurrection F and all that
Yeah.
fun business.
Okay, but Frieza also had like 2 or 3 big guys that are just like, oh yeah, you can fight those little guys, but here comes this guy with the horns and Togami or Togamo or whatever his name was.
And Gohan was getting mauled. Like, what the Gohan?
Mm-hmm.
Frieza.
But Roshi.
But Roshi though.
Instead, you know why? Because there's 10-man teams. There's 12 10-man teams.
Mhm.
That's minus our teams and maybe the 5 returning people from another universe. That's like 105 new characters that Toriyama has to design.
Nope. What's gonna happen is they're gonna look super duper generic, and it's just gonna be like Universe 11 has been wiped out.
Oh man, there's some good stuff in that universe.
Attention, everyone. Universal 12 has lost all of their members in against one person from Universe 7. They're dead.
Universe 2 has got lost on the way here, so they've been disqualified.
They will not be returning home because there will be nothing to return to.
And subsequently, their universe is now gone.
Toriyama just right now just needs 69 more people.
But look at it, you they
Another
had-
Frieza underlined twice.
Let's see.
and then
I've used
no,
Cooler.
he
I've
just
used...
needs to design half those people and then redesign those half people.
Let's see. I've
Just
used
make that one blue instead of green.
King Cold. I've used Frieza. I've used Cooler. I've used Chilled. Shit.
Iced.
Ice. Okay, there we go.
That's a good one.
Now what else?
Frost.
Snow. Frost. Isn't that what his name? The universe.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
We have the same name and we're a part of different universes. How wild! I'm actually good.
No, I'm evil though.
But
Oh,
again,
we
remember
fell for it again.
the Dragon Ball tournament where it was just like whoever's left standing, you had to knock opponents out the ring, whoever's left standing. That's all he needs to do. Just a bunch of
Yeah.
nothings just
It's
around.
a big fat hairy guy and
It's just a bunch of
a
nothing.
thing with 3 horns.
It's just a few designs that are just like, oh, that's a main person, that's a main person, and then it's just a bunch of nothings.
Toriyama-sama, why are they all wearing Saiyan armor? Do not question my genius!
Okay.
Do it.
Okay, but at the barest minimum 40. You think you got 40 more in them?
Bruh, that number is exponentially high. Your expectations are way up here. You
I'm
might want to
thinking-
cut that in half and then subtract maybe 3
You
more.
need semi and finals,
Mm-hmm.
and then you need
Bruh,
you need
this-
those 2 people that they're gonna fight to fight 2 people to show that these guys are a threat.
Mm-hmm.
So you need at least 40 people.
Bruh, this is not Yu Yu Hakusho. This is not the Dark Tournament where everybody just like, Jesus, what a great design there. Oh, what backstories and
Okay,
everything.
so-
And different personalities. It's going to be generic. You get wiped out. You are fodder. Let's just go.
So, I want to say, Super, we'll talk about it more. To wrap up the podcast, I want to say, because you said tournament arc, and it just made me click something. My Hero Academia Season 2 has been
Yeah.
announced, and it's going to
Yeah.
be the tournament.
They're not going to do it right.
Their Funimation already has the rights. They have had it since before it was announced.
Secure it.
That's literally what Colleen Clickenbeard and someone else told me. They'll just like, yeah, we got it. I'm like, yeah, can't wait for season 2. Like, yeah, we got it. The wait is over.
Well, they do it simul dub, like
Yeah.
fucking Yuri.
Yeah, they did the first season simuldub too.
Oh, I did not know that. Awesome.
Yep.
Sweet. Yeah. Do they have a release date for it?
I think it's in April.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
But I'm curious just because, like, I loved it in the manga, the tournament arc, and it was very untypical of a shonen tournament. I think that's one of the things that I like about Academia the most, is that it starts doing a trope, but then turns it on its head a bit,
Yeah.
and does it in a very unique way.
Mm-hmm.
And they are very good. He's very good about his characters. Very, very good. Oh, we'll wait till Ralph is back to talk about some of the latest chapters, just because.
Yeah, I also can't be here.
I'm also not caught up. Dude, read it. It's good.
It is very good. You need to
Look,
catch up.
you be telling me to read like 9 things.
What have I told you to read recently?
JoJo.
You're not reading JoJo. I've not told you to read JoJo forever.
I will be reading JoJo at some point.
Yeah, at your own pace. You'll
Yeah.
also be watching Jigoku season 2 at some point.
Yup. Boy, that's been a long time coming.
I like how you're watching Super.
Nah, he hasn't been watching Super.
No, I stopped once that Trunks arc ended. I was like, need a break.
All right. Okay. Well, you
Need a
watch
break.
Super, but you're not watching these things you say you're gonna watch.
But I was watching Super the hour after it came out in
I
Japan.
need this now.
Like, I was consuming that mother.
It was super good. Danganronpa 3.
I need to watch that.
You know what? Drops the ball real hard.
Danganronpa 3.
Danganronpa 3.
2. Danganronpa 2. Did I get it? Did I get it? No.
Which one is better?
It's
I know it's
yeah. Ooh, that's kind of hard. Better
what
or
she said,
more
right?
interesting, because they both have with the future thing with the killing game. It's a whole mystery of who's the killer, what's going on here, blah blah blah. But with the past thing, it's just a time bomb of when is this going to happen, and you just the whole time my gut is just in knots, just like I don't want this to happen to these characters, but it's gonna happen. Episode 10 is the single most uncomfortable that I've been in a very, very long time.
really
Yes. It was bad. Bad, bad, bad.
Interesting.
jeez. Okay.
I was shaking. I was like, how did this happen? So I would have to say, I'd have to say the past thing, because in the future thing there's a bunch of characters that are just like I'm this, and it's like
This
why?
exposition.
Why? No exposition. It's just they're already just into this crap, and it's just like, well, why should I care about these characters? And then they give you reasons to care about it, but at certain points, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit too late. I wish that would have been a little bit earlier. It's just like, I like this character. I like a whole lot of the characters, but I like a whole lot of the past characters a lot more. And then, if I'm watching that in a row, I'm skipping that episode.
Really? Oh, I
Dude,
really gotta watch this then.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alrighty. With that, we will end our last podcast of 2016.
Oh yeah. So
Ending
then
on a
we
high
will-
note without Ralph.
Yeah, that's what we needed.
We didn't.
Everything was
I
streamlined.
didn't think about it. We didn't fucking acknowledge that he wasn't here like the entire goddamn cast.
Oh, the people noticed it.
Yeah.
There was a distinct lack of yelling
Yep.
And finishing of sentences.
Yep.
and not beer drinking or chips rattling.
Well, I was today, but you know, I can bring the beer drinking when needed. Usually, if I record a Let's Brew before this, that's the only time.
Beer is still gross.
Yes, you say that, but you know, you're wrong. Thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the podcast and stuff. Happy 2016. Next episode or the episode after that, we will be doing our best and worst of 2016.
It'll probably be the episode after, because people still gotta catch up on
The episode
Yeah,
after
yeah.
is the week of Ohio.
Man, do you know we've done best ofs in like March?
No, I'm saying, but it's a week of Ohio. We're
Yeah.
gonna see each other literally the next day.
Yeah, so we probably just postpone it till Ohio.
Okay.
And you can just stream while we're there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Laters.